Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My tarot is screaming at me today. So it's just a daily message, daily tarot reading. I'm hearing a song in my head right now too. It's like in the background. There's this theme of like being in the background. I just did another reading too where we were talking about the energy of what's going on in the background. There's a song playing in the background. Not literally, but I can just about hear it. Feels like Coldplay. Fix You, is that it? Is it Fix You? I see Fix You in yellow. Maybe two different messages. So if either one of those resonates, just look up the lyrics. Yeah, there's something in those. It's like that present energy. Fix You in zero. So, okay. So part of this reading, I'm a healer, Reiki master at 111 on my recording. So there's a lot of healing in these videos just by being here, just by absorbing the vibration, my voice, just listening. If you just sit back and allow yourself to receive whatever healing it is that's present, I think it's going to help you to shift something in your solar plexus. So that's where the yellow is coming in. There's something about feeling like you need to fix yourself, that there's something that needs to be fixed, that there's something wrong with me, that there is, I just see this sunflower right over here. My daughter's painting. Something inner child that feels like there's something wrong with her that needs to be fixed. So that's the healing that's present. So just absorb it. Just allow it to, allow the Reiki to work in the background. That's number one. Okay. Knight of Cups. High Priestess. High Priestess is sitting all over this one right here. It's like she's looking over this reading, the scope of things. There's this knowing in you that I just heard you're meant for more, that you're meant for more, that you're meant to express yourself more. But I feel like she's trying to tell you you're moving a little bit too fast. There's this impulsiveness in there that it's like this need to express your love. There's a place that your love, that your flow, your softness is meant to go right now, and you know it. You know that you have so much to give. There's this underlying thing that says, I'm not good enough, because the places where you try to give your love and your energy and your attention and your doting and is not wanting to receive it. They're not asking for that, because what you're trying to do is fix them. There are people in your life that you're trying to fix. They didn't ask for your help. It's a reflection of something inside of you that thinks that there's something wrong with you, that you need to fix you, that you need to be accepted, that this thing that you have, this gift that you have, this love that you have inside of you, it needs to go somewhere, and because there's this desperate need to prove yourself that you're belong. And it's not that you don't belong with them, but the purpose of you being around them is not for you to fix them. Something else. But there is something inside of you, that love inside of you, that desire to help, that desire to be of service. There is a real focus for that. There is a place where that is meant to land. Okay? You, I just heard, are meant for bigger things. You're meant for bigger things. What's holding you back? Hold on. There is this like really inspired kind of energy right now. This Knight of Cups is like raring to go. There's a message in like you have a message. You have a message. For some of you, it's like a very psychic message. you're in this place of like moving from knowing the things to knowing the things, which is interesting because the last week or so I had been wearing, and I just changed it this morning. I had been wearing my pink kunzite, which is, to me, helps to balance the head and the heart, what you know and what you know. And I feel like right now you're like really in the middle of, and maybe even in your third chakra, in the middle of going from a cerebral, like brain thinking, logical, linear kind of place to balancing things in your heart and allowing your heart to express. I feel like you're in this very expressive kind of place. That knowing is coming from intuition and not thoughts. That's what the High Priestess is saying. Like, all right, you're in this place. You have all of this knowledge, this love, this flow, this emotion, this feminine energy. That's the water. I'm just seeing all the water. I feel like this night is like, your cups are so full. Like, let's share. Let's do our part. Let's share with others. And this one is like, okay, let's do it in the right place though, okay? So let's learn from, where we came up against rough waters, where it became rough. Let's figure out the right place to express that part of you. You're giving yourself to things, people, areas of your life that aren't able to receive you. So it's time to shift into the areas that are waiting to receive you, who are asking for you. There are. I just heard a siren's call. There's a siren's call. There are people that are calling to you. But sometimes the siren throws you off. The siren doesn't feel good. It feels distracting. It feels like a distraction. Like it's meant to make you crash into the rocks. You're being distracted. Someone trying to veer you off course. Not on purpose. I guarantee you it's not on purpose. But they feel better when other people are lesser than. Ooh. So this one came out in my reading the other day, this Eight of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles feels, I feel so closed off. It's like I can't even read it. It came out, I'm like, I don't even know. It's this very closed off energy. Very scared. It's like someone around you is holding themselves very, very scared, very hiding. I just heard hidingly, like that's a word. There's someone around you, or was someone around you. There's someone that you've been involved with that the basis of it was this really holding tight to themselves, but you're able to help them open up just by being you. But they didn't ask for it. And so it's like they weren't even ready for that. They weren't ready to be vulnerable. You have an influence over someone who you make them feel vulnerable. And you have this knowing about them. You can see the real them. That this is part of your gift, is that you can see the real, you can feel the realness, the essence of people underneath of what they're showing you, what they're giving you, but what they're showing you is what they're comfortable showing you. And so their vulnerability, you make people feel vulnerable because it's your natural, the light is meant to open them up. But it's a problem, it's an issue. Because they close off and then it's like, well, why don't they want me? Or why don't they want what I have to give? Like, I have so much to give. I have so much to give. It creates these rough waters around you. There is this intuition that you're ignoring sometimes. It's because people like this come along and you want to crack them wide open. Or it's like, I just want them to feel safe. Or you take it personally that like it's about you or something like that. That the love that you have to give, the light that you are, isn't good enough for them or something like that, or it's too much for them. Your light is too much for people. It's because they're not ready to receive, not because it has anything to do with you. But there's this attachment to that you try really hard to give them more, because you can see that they're hurting and that they're damaged and that they have a closed heart, and you try to give even more to help them to be more in their heart. And they're just, it's really sometimes a waste of energy. You creating the space there, knowing that it's not time, or they're not ready, or it closes them down even more. Giving that space, moving away from, and it feels like this feels like someone in the past, or this is a pattern of people in the past, maybe even in relationships. But it feels like recently you've realized that is an issue, that's part of the situation. This came out in one of my other readings, Divine Feminine. Someone needs to cut back on the alcohol, right? So I still see that right now. I see that there was this influence where the only way to get them to open up, or the only way they would open up, is like through a substance or something like that. Feels like there's something that you've walked away from, that you've cut back on in your life. Could be coffee. I feel like this is a literal drink. So it could be alcohol, it could be coffee, it could be energy drinks, it could be something that is just unhealthy for your body. Really focusing on treating your body right. That is coming from a place of intuition. It's just like the High Priestess is like, your vessel is really, really important. So like your literal heart is really important to your heart health. Okay, the thing that is most on everyone's mind right now, I feel like the Six of Swords. Six of Swords to me in most decks is like moving towards calmer water. Not stirring up the storms and the sirens, and like moving to a place of peace and accept, like focusing on and funneling your energy and your love and your heart and your light towards areas that receive it with more flow and fluidity. These waters look a little rough to me, but it's almost like we're not in the water though. The swords are in the water. Your thoughts are what make things rocky. Your thoughts, the story that you're telling yourself, that their closed hearts are about you. That you're not good enough, or something like that. There's something in you that knows better, that's just like, no. It's just, I need to work on my vibration. The vibration of my thoughts says, I need to fill cups in a place where people are willing to drink the Kool-Aid, not the Kool-Aid, drink from the cup. So here, it's like we're flying above it. Flying above it, though. Okay? We're not in the rough waters. We just think that we are. When you are involved in their energy, when you're absorbing their energy, or when you're experiencing it, you think that it's yours. It's not. It's theirs. That's not mine. That's theirs. That's their issues. So here, we're learning to fly above it. There's a story you've been telling yourself that right now, the High Priestess is like, you're getting ready to have an aha moment. I made a video like last week or something about an aha moment. Like, oh, I'm not in the water though. I'm not in those rough waters. That's just my brain. Those are my thoughts. Let me focus on rising above that, flying above that, coming into a higher level of consciousness. There's a story you're telling yourself. It's like there's this call. There's someone, there's guides, there's someone above that in a higher level of consciousness. It's like, that's an old thought. That's an old thought. It's not about you. Not about you. There's this meme that, and I said it in one of my other videos too, but it's important. I got to bring it back out again. When you finally learn that a person's behavior has more to do with their own internal struggle than you learn grace. You learn grace. All that rocky water, those thoughts, those thought forms, those vibrations that you're tuning into, those thoughts are not yours. Those are other people's around you. You're tuning into the frequency of other people's thoughts, other people's density, other people's, like, their hearts are closed down, so you're not tuning into their heart frequency, you're tuning into their, like, they're in their heads, they're in their heads, they're in their heads. Get back in your heart. Get back in your heart. Like, what feels good to you? What feels good? You being you. You expressing yourself. You giving love. You, connecting with others. Like, real connection feels really good. Get back in that. And when you're feeling more of the dense side of things, you've tuned into a stream of consciousness that is like a story, someone else's story. You've tuned into someone else's story. Just remember that when it feels rocky, that's not your story. That's other people's. It's all out here. It's all these thought forms. You can rise above that, okay? Some of you need to get back into meditation again. Get back into your intuition. How do we tune back into your knowing? That side of you that knows, I have a place that I'm supposed to be right now, where it's calling me, it's calling me, it's calling me. You have a calling. Let yourself be led to it. This is your crowning thoughts. You are being led to something bigger, something more. Someone more. Someone who matches you there. It's like this, there's someone there. It's a guide, it's a person, it's your person is in this higher level of consciousness. And they're like, hello down there. You're so beautiful. I can't wait for you to see it. Step into that. Divine Feminine. Okay? That's what I got right now. Let me see what's on the bottom of the deck. 9 of Cups. This is the underlying energy. This soft, I just felt it. It was just like, the softness. Just sink into it. Being happy. When you're around this energy, when it's closed off like that, you tend to sink down into that too. It scares you, like someone's resistance scares you or whatever. Can you be this anyway, even when you're around that? Just be it anyway. That's how you rise above it. It's like, they're in a place. I don't have to meet them there. I don't have to meet them there. They can't connect right now. Okay. I'm going to look at all the other people around me and I'm going to connect with them and I'm just going to be here as myself. Daisy, rhododendron. Look up the spiritual meaning of rhododendron. I don't know why, but. Okay, this is coming. This is in like near future energy. It's directly connected to this, knowing your worth. Stepping away from carrying other people's burdens, trying to give yourself in a place that is not willing to receive it. In order to prove yourself. This is knowing your worth. Being happy with who you are. Understanding who you are. Being content. with where you are, who you are, what you have to offer. This is coming very soon. Feels very celebratory and soft and calm. Something's getting ready to happen when you rise above and you realize that it's not about you. And you just let it be. This is like, let it be. Let it be. It's not about me. I hope that makes sense for you. Not very detailed, but I feel like there are details that are coming. Okay, High Priestess is all over this. There are keys. There are 3 keys to balance, finding balance. There are 3 keys. There are 3 keys sitting here. Oh, the energy of this is in the past. That's what they're telling me. This being closed off, being scared, being rigid. I feel this rigidity. This is in the past. Sometimes when people are in that energy, you resonate with it because you understand what it was to close down from having a broken heart. You resonate with it. You get it. Because you were that. You were in that before. But you have to remember that that was in the past. You feel that and it stirs up that remembrance and where you were then. But it's not now. That's not now. They're in it now, but you're not. That was in the past. You used to feel that way. And you also were not open to help until you were ready for it. So just remember that. And just keep moving forward. Just keep moving. It's not about you, okay? They will or will not come around when they're ready. But right now, that's not your concern. It's just like flying. Just fly. Remember your goals. Remember telling yourself that story that I'm always learning. I'm still learning. I can't wait to learn more. I really want to learn more. 2222 on my recording. There's something else for me to learn right now. There's something else for me to learn in my mind and also in my heart. My heart is still learning. She's got something real important to tell you right now. And you're about to get it. Something's really about to click into place for you. Okay? And I just heard consistency is key. Okay? All right. Love you.